Yo, what's up, everyone? Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. This is your boy Case coming at you guys again with another video. So today I'm actually going to be touching base on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I want to touch base on the topic that's been going around the community about the state of the game and where Sparking Zero is currently at. I want to share with you guys my thoughts and my opinions and my experiences on what I've been going through playing this game. And I would love for you guys down in the comment section below to kind of share with me your thoughts and your opinion on where do you guys think Sparking Zero is currently at, because I'm very genuinely curious. Do you guys think there's some things that need to be changed? Do you think it's great? Let me know down in the comment section below. But just so you guys know what I'm going to be talking about in this discussion video, feel free to skip over to the section that you are most interested in listening to. But I'm going to be talking about, firstly, the player base. I'm going to be talking about the mentality. I'm going to be talking about the rage quitting. I'm going to be talking about picking top tiers only. And I'm also going to be talking about players who don't train, who just rely on cheese. And then lastly, I'm going to be talking about the unprofessionalism that I just see with Bandai. So just to get right into this video so that it's not too long, the player base. If I had to name, if someone said, what do you think is the #1 thing holding back Sparking Zero? I will say the player base. Right now, the player base is extremely toxic. I will say from my experience, when I go online to play any type of mode, whether that's ranked, player match, world tournament, ranked right now is borderline unplayable to me. And here's why I say that. DP battle is literally just every player just stalling the entire time. A lot of matches don't even conclude. They just usually end with both players not defeating each other's team, and whoever has the most HP wins. It also is players aren't actually picking characters that they actually like. They're only picking characters that can help them just develop a better stall meta. And it just kind of is really, really annoying. It's not really a fun thing to kind of play, because the way that the game is designed right now, with you being able to recover HP every time you switch out, it makes almost every match literally become a stall match. So it's just borderline unplayable. I just had to quit at like S5 because I just don't think that it's really that fun. And with Yajirobe, even though he got nerfed, I just noticed that, again, people aren't playing the characters that they actually like. They're only playing characters that can exploit something. So going into my next topic, talking about the mentality, it just goes hand in hand with that. Players in this game really don't want to play characters that they actually enjoy. They just want to play whoever has some type of exploitable mechanics, such as, think of like Super Vegito, think of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, think of all the after image strike characters, think of characters with instant sparking, characters who can do unblockable supers. Players really aren't using the characters that they actually enjoy, that they actually like from the series. Players are just using characters that they can, cheese their opponents out with. And it's very sad, because what it has turned into is that you really only see about a handful of characters in ranked when we have over 100 and something characters in the game. It also shows me that another topic that I'm going to touch on, and I'll add it to this one, that players don't really train. Players don't really take pride in wanting to actually get better at the game. Players really just want to rely on cheese and really just try to, cheese their way to a victory, instead of actually playing the characters that you like and getting better with them. And that in your training resulting in leading to wins. Players don't want to do that anymore. The state of gaming right now, I've noticed that that's been a kind of consistent behavior throughout all fighting games, throughout all video games right now. Players don't want to actually sit in training room and actually figure out strategies and practice and work on their craft. They want to just figure out what is the most cheesiest thing I can do that can get me some quick victory, so that I can, kind of boost my ego and claim that I'm quote unquote good. And it's a strategy, but it's very I'll say it's not something very respectable, because it's like, why do you want to play the game that way? Like, why did you spend your money to play the game that way? And like I say, however you spend your money and however you want to play, that's on you, but it's just kind of very scummy. But the other side to the coin is that this is going to touch base on just my another point that I want to make, is that even though those things do exist in the game, it goes hand in hand, because the players who don't train and just want to rely on cheese, I could say the same thing about the other side of the coin, where players who don't want to rely on cheese but still don't train. You have to understand, one responsibility that we all share amongst everyone in this game is that we all paid for the game with our hard-earned money. Whether even if you didn't pay for the game, and maybe an aunt or you got it for your birthday or Christmas, someone paid for it, you turned the game on. So you willingly are signing yourself up every single day that you turn this game on to deal with this crap. And I got news for you, it's not going anywhere. Even when the patch comes and these things are gone, there's going to be something new that happens, that comes out, that's going to be scummy and cheesy. It's your responsibility. It's all of our responsibility as players. If you want to call yourself a competitor, you have to go into training and you have to figure out countermeasures on how to deal with this nonsense. If something is bringing you a lot of discomfort, or it's causing you to lose a lot, you need to go into training room and think about how to develop a countermeasure strategy so that you can deal with those type of players. It shocks me that when I started playing this game, and I'll give an example, the Dr. Weelos, the Android 19s, Dr. Giroux, After Images, all that stuff. It shocks me that when I went into training and I was looking for countermeasures on how to deal with this stuff, guess how long it took me to figure out a countermeasure to how to deal with it? It took me less than 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes. It took me less than 10 minutes to figure out how to deal with After Image. It took me less than 10 minutes to figure out how to deal with Android 19. I don't really care about fighting Android 19 no more because I already know how to fight that character. So it's your responsibility to figure out how to fight these characters. It's not the player's fault that you don't know how to fight that character. It's your fault. So you have to have some accountability on that part. The other thing I want to address is, and I think this is just a big one, is that the rage quitting. And I'm going to tie this into the unprofessionalism I see that's just very consistent with Bandai Namco. One of the biggest reasons why this game is unplayable is just because it just feels like winning is not allowed in Sparking Zero. It's not allowed. It just feels like it's not allowed. My experience playing ranked, and the reason why I ended up quitting playing this game for like a whole week and not even turning it on, is because I remember my very last experience playing Sparking Zero ranked. And what I experienced was, not only was my opponent using a character just to try to cheese me out almost every match. Like every opponent I ran into was a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, UI Goku, full power Jiren, Beerus, Android 19. Not only were they using those type of characters, the Dr. Weelos, every time I beat them, guess what happened? They rage quit. And I remember specifically in my very last experience playing ranked that I played 10 matches, and out of 10 matches, 8 of them rage quit. The other two the two matches that wasn't a rage quit, guess what happened? I lost. So that's why probably that person didn't quit. So what it feels like in ranked is like winning is not allowed, because when you win, oh, that's not allowed, I'm rage quitting. But when you lose, oh yeah, I'll stick around because I'm getting points. And what ends up happening is that it's very hard to rank up in ranked, because a lot of the time there's a lot of players right now who are accepting their losses, but they're not being rewarded for their wins. And I just don't understand right now why in 2024, why Bandai Namco continues to release these games, competitive focus games at launch without a system and measure put in place to prevent people from exploiting rage quitting. It is no unknown phenomenon to anyone that rage quitting is very relevant in all across gaming. They do this in every single game. This is not the first time that Bandai Namco has done this as well, because I can remember back all the way to when J-Star Victory Versus released. That was the worst experience I've ever probably had with rage quitting in any game. And this is literally coming right up behind it because it's starting to show me signs that it's the same. It's literally the same type of experience. Every match is dang near a rage quit. And I just don't want to play this no more because it's not enjoyable. I'm not here to try to boost my ego because of some points. Like, I'm not here. I'm just literally here just to try to improve and have fun. And I think that's what a lot of people just want to do with this game. They just want to improve and have fun. No one is going to sit here and tell me their favorite character is Yajirobe. No one is going to sit here and tell me that their favorite character is Dr. Wheelo. No one up and coming to launch was talking about Dr. Wheelo, Dr. Gero, Android 19, or any of these characters that are just like broken. No one was talking about them. Not once did they ever mention those characters. You're only using those characters because they can exploit something. And it just kind of goes to show where the state of gaming is at right now. So for Bandai Namco to not implement one at launch, but yes, they're probably gonna. They said that there was a leak that said that they're gonna implement one later down the line. But who's to say the game is gonna make it that far? Why do we have to wait for it? The game is being damaged currently as we speak by the rage quitting. People don't want to play this game anymore because of the rage quitting. People are refunding the game because of all this crap that's going on in this game. So you're gonna make us wait. Who's to say the game is even gonna make it there? So I just don't understand why they continue to do this. It's very, very frustrating. It also is very frustrating that, yes, I understand they mentioned, oh, the game's not meant to be balanced, but I don't really think anybody, because people have been really waiting for a Budokai game, Tenkaichi game for a very, very long time. I don't think anybody just wanted this game just to be a party game. I think that people actually wanted a game where they can see it on they can have fun with it, but it also can be played on a very, very competitive level. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's where people was kind of thinking of where they wanted the next game to go, because I think people would love to see this game played on a Evo stage. They would be loved to play it in tournaments. But yes, they're having tournaments, but the very first tournament that they had that was like something big, it was literally a spectacle. It was a spectacle. So it's just kind of unfortunate that this is where we're at, but it is what it is. The game is very fun when you aren't dealing with all these things, but it is what it is now. And you know, right now, until things are changed, we have to learn how to deal with it. But I do think that it's very hard to play. It's very mentally taxing to play this game when every match you play is some type of rage quit or some type of cheese or something that just really isn't really fun to play against. People aren't having fun, and I think that that's a very telltale sign. I know a lot of pro players from other scenes. Like, I know 2 pro players who play Street Fighter professionally. They were both saying that this game is just not fun because of all the things that just don't make sense with this game. It's like there's things that are just way too exploitable, and it just needs to be adjusted. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Do you guys think that things need to be changed? Do you guys think that things are fine the way that they are? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. Let me know. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.